Hey, it's Sunday, April 22nd. I am doing baldy again. Today it's gonna be hot as balls. Well, it'll be hot everywhere else, but it'll definitely be hot on the trail. Somewhere in the 60s. Most of the trail is full sun exposure, so that's gonna be fun. And today I'm testing out my REI Flash 45 backpack. It will not be warm on Whitney, so I won't have to worry about ventilation, but it's definitely something that I'm gonna be paying attention to because it's hot. And I definitely plan on using this pack for shorter trips. And the summer is coming, so that is something that I am definitely going to be testing towards, is the use in the summertime. I'm gonna try to film more than I did last time. We were attempting the full baldy loop today, me and my friend Simon, who is also going to be going along for the Whitney trip. So today's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a general supper feast, but just gonna take our time, try not to kill ourselves, and try to have more fun than suffer, I think. Anyway, that's the plan. So yeah, coming with me. Sunscreen! Protect your skin, folks.
It's hard out here for a white guy.
We burn, folks.
Blonde and blue-eyed. Bald, blonde and blue-eyed.
The burning is real.
That's hilarious. I have the girly screen, and you have the manly pore clogging carcinogenic.
Don't want to put the boots on. Check out these boots that Simon's breaking in.
Stupid.
For our Whitney trek. Actual mountaineering boots, unlike my lame little hiking boots. So we did a repeat of our first ski hut hike with a little bit of weight in 2 hours again. Feeling a lot better this time than last time. So the training is working. The chloroxygen supplements are working. I only barely got dizzy, and I'm trying on Simon's brand new snow goggles sunnies that he purchased from REI last week for our trip. I have always just thought of them as like these steampunk goggles, but they're actually really rad, and they're polarized and everything's like super crisp, and so it's really cool to see. I'm about to whip up a hot lunch on a hot day like an idiot, but I could use the calories and the electrolytes, so we're taking a break for lunch, 2 hours flat with weight. Not full pack weight, probably his full pack weight. I have about half.
Minus 2 dinners.
Yeah.
I don't have my 2 dinners. I have the stove and the trail mix, but
yeah. I have about half my pack weight, or 2/3 of it. I mean, did pretty good, and we feel pretty good. It's a nice sunny day. Thank God there's a breeze. But we're gonna have lunch here, and then we're gonna kick out of the bowl and see how we feel kind of at the top of it. See if we're gonna actually, I won't be able to show you, hit that backbone up there, so that I can say that I actually finished the baldy loop. Because as of yet, I have not, and I want to, and today seems like a good day for it. And we saw some bighorn sheep, so maybe that's a good sign for finishing the day. A little bighorn sheep was just eating calmly, and so maybe that's a good omen for the day. We do backbone, be little sheep. Okay, more later. All right, this is a very late cap for the video that I did on the second Baldy hike, where we attempted the entire loop. Not attempted, we actually did complete it. The reason why it's a very late, I'm at Trader Joe's. The reason why it's a super late kind of closing of the loop of the actual video is because that hike literally killed me. I think I remember coming off the mountain saying something like, that is the hardest thing I have ever done. And if you're not familiar with the Baldy loop, there are two sections, two ends of the loop, and then you have like the Devil's Backbone. It's actually Mount San Antonio. Locals, most people, we know it as Mount Baldy. So you start at 6,000 feet elevation. The peak of Mount Baldy is like 10,064 feet. So that's really important for elevation training. It's a good training hike. One for elevation gain and two for distance. Because I think completing the entire loop, depending on which routes you take, it's like 11.2 miles, so like 11 and a quarter miles, or 13, somewhere close to 14. So two ends to the loop from the trailhead at the Manker Flats campground. So you've got the ski hut trail, which is very steep, a lot of switchbacks and zigzags, but it's the steeper end of the hike. You come to the ski hut, then you have to traverse what is called the bowl. So you're traversing across what's originally a big chute for snow and debris to come down. So you've got the bowl you traverse, and then you're ascending again to like the top of the ridge, the summit. My calves and my hamstrings absolutely died. I want to say like the last maybe couple 500 feet or so. I mean, I was literally leaning on my trekking poles, kind of begging for mercy, and my legs could only handle about 5 steps before I had to take a breather again. Not for my lungs, which is telling me that my elevation training has been doing good for my lungs, my respiratory, but the legs, just the legs on their own. And it was a hot day that day, if you remember, if you watched before this. Warm day. I decided to actually do the hike in my Chacos, and which is fine if you were like on solid ground and doing 11-mile hike. Chacos are not unheard of for hikes like that. However, Mount Baldy has a lot of what is called scree, like everywhere. Scree is essentially loose rock, loose little bits of rock that are all kind of, it creates this like soft, unstable ground. And you also have the incline of the mountain, and you know, it's basically unstable. And I'm in Chacos, where every step that I take, there would be not just the solid landing and nothing was solid. I take a step, you have the give of my feet in the sandals within the straps, and then you've got the sliding scree. So my body was doing a lot of work that day, and I needed essentially this whole week to freaking recover. My calves are still painful. I've been rolling and releasing my glutes, my calves, and my hamstrings all week. I've taken several Epsom salt baths. I'm taking BCAA, branched chain amino acid supplements for recovery. I'm still taking all my regular supplements. It's been a journey, and it actually gave me second thoughts about Mount Whitney. I still have those second thoughts. I'm still nervous about it, and it's right now. It's Saturday, and I leave for Mount Whitney Monday, April 30th. I'm nervous, but I am as ready as I'm ever gonna be. I'm with a great group of people. I'm really, really excited. Still excited to go. And yeah, that training hike is hard. Mount Baldy is hard. It is not for the faint of heart. And I vowed that day that I was never going to complete the loop starting on the ski hut side again. Unless, with the caveat of, unless I was training for something. So there's that. I'm not saying never technically, But I'm saying I prefer to do the winding, meandering fire road and the gradual ascent and then the backbone, and then I can come down the steep side of the ski hut. I'm never starting out on that side ever again, ever again unless I am training for something because I died. Several points in that hike where I reached my highest level of frustration. I reached the summit. And what do you do when you reach the summit of something or you reach the goal? You take a selfie. You take a picture, you take a look around, you enjoy the view, especially if you're out in nature, you enjoy the view, it's beautiful. What did I do when I hit the top of Mount Baldy? Hit the summit, and there's these like rock half-moon wind shelters that people build, and even the Forest Service just like leaves it there because it is so windy at the top of any peak typically. And it was windy. It was still a warm day, but it was windy. I practically crawled across the ridge up into the summit, and what did I do? Did I take a look around? Nope. Did not enjoy the view, did not take a look around. There's a plaque there and a plate with the elevation and the name. I didn't stand on it, took no selfies, didn't look around, literally practically crawled behind one of these wind shelters, took off my pack, laid my sorry butt down, and took an anger nap for 20 minutes. And my body was so upset with me, and I was so upset with my body, that I passed out for 20 minutes on the ground, on this shelter, at the summit of Mount Baldy because I needed an anger nap. I needed a reset. That is how hard Mount Baldy was for me. I did it. It took an entire day because I needed that time so that I wouldn't kill my friend Simon because he was a very nice, patient man who was dealing with me being a baby and crying and cursing at my legs. But yeah. So that was training hike number 2, completed the Baldy Loop. I died. I took all these days to recover, and now we're finishing up this video. I have no idea how this is gonna cut together because it's a lot of talking. This is freaking 8 minutes. I should shut up. But anyway, I leave for Mount Whitney on Monday. I am getting supplies and other rations and things here at Trader Joe's. I have to be very conscious of my weight for my pack because I am ascending and I'm backpacking, and this is my first time, and I realize the tendency to overpack always and to pack too much food. But I'm here getting like some supplies that are going to be pretty important, some like trail mixes and like long burning fuel carbohydrates that are essentially going to be like my lunch for the hike. So yeah, Mount Baldy kicked my ass. Stay tuned. Next up, I'm going to be vlogging the entire experience from Whitney. It'll be a while before I post that and cut that together. I'm going to be on Whitney from April 30th to May 3rd. So that's the trip. I'm with a group of people. Don't try to come out and stalk me. You'd be insane if you did. I don't think by any chance that I have subscribers that are that insane. But stay tuned. It is going to be a sufferfest, and it is going to be interesting. And if you enjoy watching me suffer, definitely watch this because you will definitely see a lot of me suffering and crying like a baby probably. So thanks for watching. Wish me luck. I don't want to die up on a mountain. I have a lot to come back to. I have a lot to tell you about the future of my dog training and more adventures to come. So, thanks for watching.